Hello everyone, this is Antonio Rojas Garcia and I'm going to present the slides for the Lecture 3, Descriptive Statistics, as part of the Block 5, Quantitative Data Analysis. In this lecture, we're going to briefly explain the most common descriptive statistics, which come from summarizing the different types of data we explained in the Block 3. And will be complete once we go through the next lecture on presenting data graphically. Usually, categorical data are presented in two ways: frequencies or amount of units, and percentage. Choosing one or another, it will depend on our purpose, although typically higher values will be presented as a percentage. Regarding continuous variables, we are going to explain the measures of central tendency and measures of spread or dispersion, which provide additional info about the measures of central tendency. The mode, for example, is the most repeated value in the dataset, which in fact might be more than one. The mean is one of the most well-known measures. The mean is equal to the sum of all the values in the dataset divided by the number of values in the dataset. A median, it is the middle value of a dataset that might be used for separating the dataset into two approximately equal groups. On the other hand, the measures of spread, the standard deviation, it is a measure of distribution which shows the degree of dispersion of the values of a dataset. And finally, the interquartile range, it is a measure of distribution as well, based on dividing a dataset into quartiles. Quartiles divide a rank-ordered dataset into 4 equal parts. In relation to the distribution of the data, they might show many different shapes, but we are going to display 3 of the most common. First, the normal distribution. We can take as an example the height of the population, where most of the people could be between 160 and 185 meters, and those would correspond to the peak of the distribution and the central part of the first picture. However, if we have a sample of basketball players, we can expect that the average height could be higher and could have a similar shape as the second picture. In contrast, if we have a sample of jockeys, we can expect that the average height could be lower. As we can see in this example, when data follow a normal distribution, mode, mean, and median have very similar values. Nevertheless, when the distribution is skewed, mode, mean, and median usually show different values. To sum up, it is important to keep in mind that when data represent a normal distribution, we should use the mean and the standard deviation. However, if we realize that the distribution is skewed, perhaps it is a better idea to calculate the median and the interquartile range. Well, here ends the lecture 3, and thank you very much for listening.